That little bit of effort for support is very beneficial.
Why would it be important, and we all know, but maybe you can help us, for all businesses to become more understanding with this initiative?
Not only is it beneficial for families, but it's smart business. Absolutely. Because you're going to include a portion of society that is staying home and not accessing and spending money at your business. So, you know, that's a key, is just not only wanting to include everybody, but it's a smart business move.
Can I just add something to that? Not only that, but for families to be able to take their children out into the communities, there are some very critical skills that they can learn in those types of environments that they need to be able to function in this world. So, I mean, that's another aspect of why this is so important, because it does impact directly our kids and it teaches them those skills.
That's wonderful. Go ahead.
Well, okay, it could possibly add customers to the business because of them being more autism friendly. So that's all I have to say.
I love that. Thank you, thank you. Well, what is the easiest way for businesses to get involved? Like 1, 2, 3. How could we, you know, welcome them in, love them, and show them? Because I know every single one of them wants to be involved.
Absolutely. It's really not difficult to do. The first thing they would need to do is give us a call. So they could reach us at 813-974-2532.
Thank you. So I wanted to ask you, what are 1 or 2 more things that you would like for everyone to know about people or families with autism?
Well, I think first and foremost, we have to recognize these individuals as people first. They are not simply defined by their having autism. That's a message that I always try to make very clear with Chase. Chase is a wonderful child, filled with many talents, as so many of our families are. So I think it's important that we do that. I think it's important that we understand that they are capable of much more than we give them credit for if we just give them the right opportunities. So having these friendly, these business-friendly initiatives provide our kids with those opportunities to grow, to learn. One of our favorite places to go is the Trade Winds. That happens to be an autism-friendly facility. It's a very large place, a lot of noise, hustle and bustle. Normally that may be sensory overload for Chase, but the staff is trained, they understand our needs, and we navigate through that just fine, and it's one of his favorite places to go, so we do very well.
What is your favorite thing about the Trade Winds?
Well, I don't really know. I think it might be the good rooms or the pools or... You know what? I can't really debate on that.
There's so many things you like about it.
And I think people just have perceptions or stereotypes that are just so inaccurate. And I know we focused a lot on our, the staff trainings for Autism Friendly, but what we really want to see are people being employed with their interests. This isn't just something that, okay, this person can only do, 1, 2, or 3. These are qualified people who can be employed and can be completely successful. I mean, if you think about, with autism, they're structured, they're routine oriented, very bright. They're the perfect employee in a lot of ways. So I think having people understand that and not try to pigeonhole them into what they think somebody should be doing, but what they want to be doing, and not just a job, but creating careers, because there is a faction of people out there, and we see it every day, that are not being utilized for their strengths. So that's another thing that we really want to see people change their minds about.
And all our passions matter. And when we use our passions and do what we're supposed to do, everything just works out for everyone. So I wanted to ask you, if you had to say something to a child that was autistic, what would you say? How would you encourage them? What would you say?
I would tell them that they're not stupid. It's just that their brain works differently. Like, take some of these people, for example, Albert Einstein, Temple Grandin. They had autism and they affected the world in so many ways. So that's what I had to say to them.
So many.
The hardest part wasn't getting the diagnosis. It was what to do next.
What's an IEP?
Doctors, specialists,
I worry about my son's future.
autism?
It all changed with one call to CARD.
Direction and connections.
Answers and resources.
Training and technical assistance.
CARD's business program filled our tables and opened my mind to new customers.
Guidance, resources, training. CARD, our beacon of light.
I'm Patricia Rossi, and today we are joined by the Center for Autism and Related Disability at the University of South Florida. So I want to know a little bit more about CARD.
We're a free service, but we do have things that we want to do over and beyond what we're funded to do. So a lot of times we will put on fundraisers, and the great thing about our fundraisers is 100% goes back to the families, to the community. So we really try and we strive to hold, we do have a once-a-year fundraiser that we encourage.
And it's fun. It is so much fun.
Fiesta by the Bay, we love that. But this is money that's going back into the community. We've had a learning lab. We've bought computers for our students in the Learning Academy. I mean, it's wonderful. We also work very closely, again, with our school districts, and we provide materials to them as well. I know one year, we've given thumb drives out, these, and I'm a former teacher, so I understand, getting some things for the classroom, getting those supports and working closely with our school districts to provide quality materials that will then benefit the students. So a lot of our fundraising money will go into special projects, so that we're doing health and wellness symposiums.
Oh, yes.
We're putting on, we're working with school districts to put on races, sprints, things like that. So we also help fund a Autism Summer Institute, which benefits our 4 major counties, but all of our counties are invited. So our funds, again, 100% given back and trying to raise and support teachers and educators and work with those community leaders so that we're making a difference.
As a constituent and a board member, I've been on both sides of the fence. So I know that as a constituent, I know the services that we have received through CARD. My consultant has been instrumental in helping us to get where we've been. They've come into the classroom, they've done observations. But then on the professional side of what I do, I've had CARD consultants come in and do trainings for me and my families. Wonderful. Potty trainings and trainings on social skills, so that's been wonderful. And then being a board member and getting to sit around the table and throwing out ideas, creative ways that we can come up with different ways to fundraise so that we can, like Mindy said, raise the money to put right back into the community to continue to help our families. It's been wonderful.
So the board is, how many people are on the board?
We have about 10 members on the board.
Okay. And how many years have you been lucky enough?
I have been blessed to have been on the board for 8 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so very, very fortunate.
So you're the reason for all the fun we do have when we're raising.
For our Fiesta by the Bay, which you don't
Yes.
want to miss. It's a wonderful event. We have a great time.
And Nikki's very supportive. She's always been a huge asset for our board, so we're always happy. She's always there to help.
Well, that's what I love, because it comes from you, and who knows better than a mother or a father or a family
Absolutely.
member. So it isn't somebody sitting there that doesn't know.
We know where this money's going. It is going to the families. So to be a part of that has just been an honor.
And the great thing about the money that we raise for fundraising is that it stays right here in the local community. It doesn't go
Wonderful.
anyplace else. It's here for the people who need it here locally, so it's very beneficial. And one other thing is that what we support with the fundraising money is we can also give scholarships to families to attend conferences.
Oh, wonderful.
So
Okay.
that's another benefit of our raising the local fundraising money.
Thank you for helping us all be more welcoming and autism friendly. Thank you.
Thank you.